Okay, we've covered a lot of really good ground thus far. In our next segment, we're going to discuss the FHA lending process, and particularly an FHA Streamline Refinance. We're very fortunate to be joined with an expert in the field, Mr. Charles Giscombe. Charles, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
So Charles, in this format, what we like to do is to take questions direct from our viewers, ultimately many folks who become our clients. So we have a live streaming social media feed, and I'll be reading some questions directly from the viewers as they come in, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Excellent. The very first question, and I think it's a great one to kick us off, is what is an FHA Streamline Refinance?
That's a great question. A lot of my clients ask that. An FHA Streamline Refinance loan is simply a refinance of a loan that is currently with FHA.
Okay, so it's someone, if I understand it correctly, who's already paying on an FHA loan and they just simply want to perhaps lower their rate or maybe change their term a bit. Okay, good, very good. The very next question comes in, and that is, what are the qualifications of an FHA Streamline loan?
Well, the qualifications for an FHA Streamline loan are simply you have to currently have an FHA loan and you have to be current on your FHA mortgage payment.
Okay, thank you. So that sounds fair enough. So if I'm already in an FHA loan and I'm current on making my FHA loan payments, I thereby qualify. Great question, great response. Thank you, Charles. So our next viewer wants to know, what are the differences between an FHA Streamline versus a normal refinance? Charles, how would you respond to that?
Now that's a question we get often, the difference between an FHA loan or Streamline loan and a normal refinance loan. Well, the difference simply is in the qualification and documentation. With an FHA Streamline refinance loan, you don't need as much documentation such as income, bank statements, credit reports that view the full credit history of a client. So basically, you limit the documentation and qualifications, and you also no longer need an appraisal for the property in order to get an FHA Streamline refinance done.
Okay, wow, that really defines the term streamline. I can see how a lot of the details maybe are expedited in the process, so this makes a lot of sense. Now here's a question that comes to us. Will my credit be checked in an FHA Streamline refinance?
Well, FHA requires that they only check the credit to make sure that your mortgage payment is current. All other credit is disregarded.
And that's right. So it really speeds up the process when all other line items of your credit report other than your current FHA mortgage are disregarded. So, Charles, we have time for just one more question in this segment. Again, we'll look to our live streaming social media feed. This question is, how long does an FHA Streamline refinance take? Charles, how would you respond?
Well, that's a great question. Typically, an FHA Streamline refinance takes 15 to 30 days, depending on the volume of the FHA loans going into the system.
Wow, so you can really see how an FHA Streamline refinance can happen so much more quickly than a traditional refinance once things really get moving. Charles, it's been a great honor having you in our office today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time and great questions from our viewers coming across the live social media feed today. Don't leave us just yet. We've got a very special segment coming up on the art of flipping real estate.